Welcome to the Business Buyer Diaries. My name is Nathan Platter. I'm a full-time employee, and I bought a business. I did everything right, from finding the deal, handling all the due diligence on 63 opportunities, and ultimately bought a profitable gym. And boy, was I in for a big surprise as a new owner. I chronicled everything in real time, including the biggest wins to the stressful nights at 2 a.m. I'm sharing my journey without sugarcoating anything, so you don't make the same mistakes that I did. Here's today's episode.
All right. Well, we had a good morning. I got some W-2 stuff done, which was great progress. I'm definitely learning I do well with deadlines because I had 1 hour to get stuff done, and I got it done nice and quick, which was great. Then I went with the accounting team to finish up some clarifying items regarding the books and documents they're going to need. It's crazy. As soon as you get everything over to the accounting, they always are looking for a little bit more. So I'm glad they're thorough. It's a little bit of a hassle to keep up with them, but I'd rather have people that are more advanced than I am in their area of focus. Good. Then with my manager for the weekly one-on-one went very well. I'm learning we need to have a solid hour and a half, maybe 2 hours to hash things out because there's so many things that go on week to week that that it's great to have management, not just my head manager, but like my assistant manager, my shift lead, to be able to know on where the business is, where the marketing's going, in-store promotions. And so we covered a lot. We got the feedback from the annual paid-in membership Black Friday deals, which is really great. I'm stoked about that. We had a chance to talk about what kind of promotions we're going to do for our next challenge and the next session, getting things up to speed. We also talked about retail and what items we're getting back and going to be promoting to the vendors. What other good stuff? It's helpful to get a pulse, too, on some of our shift leads. So the head manager, that she gets 40 hours a week. Then there's the part-time manager, she gets like 25, 30 hours a week. And then there's what we call shift leads. And they get like 10 hours a week in total. And so for anyone, like 10 hours a week isn't really that much. It's not going to be high on anyone's priority list to work something 10 hours a week. And so part of it is the training just takes a lot longer. If it takes 100 hours of training, that's 10 weeks worth of training for someone. But if it's 100 hours a week of training and you have a manager doing 40 hours a week, they're trained up in like 2 weeks. And so it's 2 weeks compared to 10 weeks. And so it takes longer calendar-wise to get someone up to speed, but also they're not going to remember as much and they're not going to have as many responsibilities. And so by the nature of the role, you have to give them less responsibility, less time-sensitive things, and that's a little bit tricky. Even if you have a great shift lead, it's only 10 hours a week, and it's not going to be as high on their list 40-hour-a-week job, or even like their social life. So I'm stoked about our shift lead. He's incredible. He's an awesome person. So glad to have him. Also, you need to realize, though, that no one's going to be the golden fixer of the business, so you can't put that weight on anybody's either. Had a chance to bounce around like, hey, here's what we're doing for the business. Shared that we're looking to have so many leads in the Wednesday challenge. So that means in 2 weeks, 3 weeks, our marketing is going to be at size/capacity. And that means we're going to have this many people per day. What would it mean to have like 2 leads at once? And just like the logistics of all of that. So coordinating with the management team on how we handle leads and get everything going. It's something that I'm really stoked to. The 2 changes we're going to be picked up. This is going to be a good value add. So 2 things are going to be changing right now. One's promotion, one is a contract date. So with our promotion, we do a thing called the 5 for 5. And before that, there was a free week. And so basically, a leader comes and say, hey, I like your studio. I say, great. You want to be a member for free for a week? And everyone says, yeah, let's do it. I want to be a free member for a week. And then they never show up. And now we're calling, texting, emailing, chasing down a lead that has paid no money. They have no emotional commitment, no financial investment. Who are chasing someone to become a member, and they're like, I just wanted to try it out for a day. Is really what they wanted. So a while ago, the free class thing went away, and the 5 for 5 was instituted a while ago. Well, now people will come in and say, yeah, I'll try it out for 5 free sessions for $5. Anyone can afford $5. And people will come in, they'll get a free class, and then might still be like, hey, let's get you set up for your second session. Then after that, like, let's get you set up for your third session. And then your fourth session. Then after the fifth session, now the pressure is on to actually like sell and show the value and help someone make a decision if they want a program like ours for them. And folks, I'll tell you, after one session, people are 80% sure if they're going to buy or not, maybe even 99%. But folks know pretty quickly if it's a good workout, is the class structure good? Do I like the other members? Do I like the management team? Do I like the feel I get walking through the front door? And that's after the first session. After the second session, since some days we do kickboxing, on some days we do strength training, if they come into that other class, they now know, okay, this is what a kickboxing class is like. This is what a strength training class is like. They don't need to have a third, fourth, fifth class at that point. And so for $5, let alone. And so 5 to 5 is catchy. I like that. And so that I'm going to be swapping that out with is a 2 for $22. So for $22, you can have a 2-class experience. You get to try us out for 2 sessions. Instead of the management team having 5 shots at close wheels, we're going to have 2. The first one is going to be like, hey, try us out for $22. Most people can swing $22. From now, like after the first session, it's like, hey, it's a trial close. Hey, you enjoy it, you experienced us, that's what our packages look like, here's some supplements. You may want to sign up for another time, but if you're ready to sign up today and it's something you want to commit to, we'll throw in gloves and wraps in a bag and a discount on supplements to get you going for what your goals are today, right now. Like, we can be good to go really quickly. Folks like, no, I want to think it over. I want to try out the other session, like I did kickboxing today, I want to do strength training tomorrow. Okay, totally fine. We'll make sure you get spots come in, and we're going to do a soft close after the first session. All knowing, though, that the next class is the last class of the $22 package. People get enough of a sample, but they don't get the full meal. So you only get a certain sample size before you have to buy the meal. And so after that second session, the managers will know, okay, this is the session where we're going to go last chance at helping someone make a decision. And I don't want to say closing, because closing sounds like you're taking something down, you're stepping on it, you're ending a relationship when you close. When you close a relationship or you close the door, you're stopping something from continuing. When you sell in a gym, or like a fitness weight loss program like we are, you're helping someone make a decision and commit to what they want to do, but they don't want to do it by themselves. And so that's what we're doing in our sales process. Like, hey, you've tried the strength training, you got this experience. You've tried kickboxing, you got this experience. You can see yourself doing this, and you can see your peers, and I'm here. We've got the nutrition program. Let's make a decision. And the decision can be, you don't want to do this. That's okay. But the decision can be, yeah, this is for me. I want to come in 3 times a week, 6 a.m. I want to do this. I'm going to commit to this, and I'm going to follow through. That's okay, too. That's what we want to have happen. But folks are making a decision one way or. And so instead of a 5 for 5, we're going to do a 2 for 22. And it's way less follow-up. The team is not spending as much energy on per lead. It's going to drag out the sales cycle. And right now, we're going to get more names in the door that are going to be higher quality leads overall, because there's a little bit more friction to start than if you just were to be curious. That as well as we're going to have more leads coming in, because we're going to do a marketing blitz. And so if we have 30 new leads, we don't want to schedule out 100 sessions for 30 people. That's a lot of, that's crazy talk. Or even like 150 at most. Here, if we have 2 classes for 30 people, that's at most 60 classes of leads coming in, more likely like 40 or 30, because people, or probably 40, because people will know like after one class if they like it or if they're totally not wanting that. And so it's going to be way less follow-up, way less headache, higher value people that are engaging in our trial run for a class, and it's going to be easier to close, and our numbers going to be a lot better. We'll have fewer leads in the pipeline to class next time around, but I think the quality per lead is going to go up quite a bit. So that's what we're instituting. And then final element, I got Jet. In our sessions, when we do these challenges, we're going to include an auto enrollment item or line in each thing. So like, hey, $500 for a 10-week challenge, fantastic. Just so you know, when you enroll for the 10-week program, we are auto enrolling you in our follow-up package. So that each month $500 for the 10-week program. Each month onward, it'll be $150, $160, $170, kind of like a yoga studio, where it's still a group fitness, group instruction, but this is part of our onboarding. We're assuming you're going to have a blast, that you're going to love it, that you're going to stick around, and you want to put this on cruise control, and you don't want to lose all the momentum that you taught to yourself. You want to maintain your success. And that's just prioritize that up. And folks, if you want to quit or this isn't for you, you realize around week 6, 7, 8, or even 10, like, hey, no, I'm tired of it. I got what I want. I'm done. Cool. We're not going to force you to stay with us. But we assume that people want to maintain all the success that they've accomplished. And so we set it up so that folks don't have to go through more paperwork, more chasing us down because we got a lot going on. But we assume that you're ready to go and to continue on with the amazing changes you've made in your life. And so that's the change we're making. And folks will auto-enroll from there onward. When a challenge starts people will buy like in December. The challenge starts in January. The first monthly payment doesn't start until April. And so they don't have to stress about what a monthly membership will be because they've already paid for the challenge. And so that will help the sales team a lot. We're not going to be chasing people. Members are not chasing us. We got people on file, so we're going to keep them on file. And if people want to quit, and if people want to stay on, that's even better. So those are the 2 changes we're making. Moving on our sales process, making it tighter on our trial members, and making it easier for the staff to work leads that we're going to flood. That's where we're at. Rock and roll.
This has been another episode of the Business Buyer Diaries. Subscribe so you don't miss the next episode. I hope you're realizing that business ownership is no cakewalk. Check the podcast notes for a link to the DIY Due Diligence program, the complete list of show sponsors, and for media inquiries. Music written and composed by Wes Schrock. I'm your host, Nathan Platter. Join me again on the next one.